Oh, it's the most beautiful sight in all of auto racing, but race fans, I shouldn't have to tell you, but I'm going to anyway. Get up! I want everybody up! Get out of your seats and get on your feet! Welcome to where rock meets roll, heavy meets metal, and out meets law. Let them hear you! I ask all of you race fans, what time is it? It's showtime! The tornado has touched down. 24 cars are ready to do it, and it's being led by the Gladiator Ben Schmidt. Worth trying to slide job in front of Schmidt. Schmidt fighting back on the inside. The 59 to the 53W battling for front. In the meantime, Goldsberry and Parker Price Miller at third and fourth. Watching the action. 3 wide going through turn number 2. Mike Kircher mowing on the lawn coming out of turn number 4 in the 80K. .34 to go in the early going of this, our A-Man, our Roger Isles tribute of the night. And it is all the Gladiator Ben Schmidt out front. Parker Price Miller has moved up to second. Bill Worth in third. Scotty Thiel up to fourth. Goldsberry in fifth. Followed by Mock, Neitzel, Borland, Baylog, and Kircher. Parker Price Miller with the advantage. Schmidt stays up high where the momentum is in his favor. Miller's got something working down low, though, with the gravity on car number 2. He pulls out to the lead. PPM out of Kokomo, Indiana, has got it going on down to the basement. Schmidt trying to pedal fast as a big kids to keep up top. Parker Price Miller continues to lead. Ben Schmidt in second. Philip Mock in third. Thiel in fourth. Baylog walking the tightrope at turn number 1 and 2. Holding on to fifth spot as Borland drops back to sixth. 23 still running nose to tail. Baylog within striking distance of the hat trick, and we're back to green. Miller continuing to lead. Schmidt in second. Now here comes the North Pole Nightmare trying to put the moves on the 59. Schmidt cutting down low. Baylog's got to check up a little bit. 59 taking away the momentum of the 17B, and now he's going to have to rethink this one as he tiptoes around the top. In the meantime, Parker Price Miller with about a 10-car length lead over second place Ben Schmidt. The North Pole Nightmare in third. Mock in fourth. Thiel in fifth. Baylog trying to put a slider on Ben Schmidt. Nothing doing. The Gladiator holding on to his position like a warrior of old, holding on to his spot in second. Big and Baylog fight for it up top. Parker Price Miller having a cruise of it right now. Car number 2 pulling up on the back of Todd Dawn in the 19, leading by about 8 car lengths now over second place Ben Schmidt. Hot rodding it down the backstretch to North Pole Nightmare, tiptoeing on the rooftops while Schmidt stays home in the basement, and it's going to be the Nightmare taking over second spot. Now the crosshairs from the North Pole Nightmare set in the back of the number 2 machine. Parker Price Miller having a few problems getting around the 19 of Todd Dawn. He is now within striking distance. Bill Baylog running up top. Miller down behind the 19 of Todd Dawn. This a race out of turn number 4. Parker Price Miller staying down low behind the 19, opening the door for Baylog to take a shot. Baylog getting the advantage down the backstretch, going into 3 and 4. Miller down low, Baylog up high. The young man out of Kokomo is about to lose the lead as the North Pole Nightmare takes over the top spot. 2 to go for the North Pole Nightmare of the Rhine Auto Hub Farms machine. And in the battle for second, Mike Kircher and Parker Price Miller have been dueling it out. Miller still holding on. Kircher in third. Coming down to the white flag is the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. 1 revolution to go for the young man out of Heartland, Wisconsin. Parker Price Miller crosses the line in second. Kircher in third as your leader is heading down the backstretch. Cruising into 3 and 4. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Roger Isles Tribute 36, Bill Baylog. Parker Price Miller comes home in second. Mike Kircher in third. Ladies and gentlemen, now that he is out of the car, let him hear you, the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylong. There is some mighty big hardware down here, and before we get to snapping and doing all the press conference stuff, a lot of people didn't believe it could be done. You and I talked about it last night. We talked about it a little tonight. But here you are, victory lane, 36 laps later, and a trophy taller than you. Bill, this one's got to mean the world to you, man.
Yeah, I mean, the way that pill draw went and the way that kind of works, it's, you know, you start at the back more than you start at the front, that's for sure. But, man, we were just really good there, just kind of running that fine line up top. Got to thank Kenny for putting this deal on, and Steve and all the fans for coming out. All the crew, Wise Cup Siding, Ryan Otto, Mike, and everybody that helps on this deal. It's pretty cool to win both of these and then win the Roger Isles too.
Well, when you're coming up on the back of Parker Price Miller, the rest of the field, and all that lap traffic, what's going through your mind there, knowing because, 36 laps, a little bit longer than your average feature and not something that you're used to all the time. What did you have to do to either prepare for this one or go through your mind while you were doing it, running up towards the front to make sure you could stay there?
Main thing was we just really didn't do anything to the car all night. We just kind of started with it one way. The track was one way, and that's just the way we left it because it was working pretty good. So that was the main thing. Started to run out of racetrack up here on the top, but felt like we had a little bit more momentum just if we just kind of went around there slow rather than try to run the bottom. We just weren't going to be able to get around the bottom. But, yeah, it was cool to get up there and lap traffic, and Parker did a great job. And like I said, it was a good race, so I'm glad to get one for these guys.
Well, I'll tell you what, we got to bring out the hockey sticks for the hat trick and the brooms for the sweep. You have done it, my friend. Bill Baylong, ladies and gentlemen. How about it for Parker Price Miller? Man, you actually, and look at this, he looks disappointed. Can you believe that? You're on the podium 2 nights in a row and a heck of a run tonight. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, just I don't like getting beat. I'm a competitive person, but still a good run. 7th second, but I didn't have anything for Bill there. He's really good, and I think we should have done a few different things to the car just to get more side-by or something, but I wish we could have had a little bit better track to race on. It's just not very racy. But, it is what it is. It's the same for everyone, and we'll try again next time.
Well, let me ask you this. Now that you got 2 nights of momentum finishing on the podium on this one, running at Angel Park tomorrow, knowing what the showdown is going to be, what goes through your mind tonight, and how do you get set for this big event tomorrow after 2 straight nights of this one?
Yeah, it's the World of Outlaws, so they're definitely going to be tough. And you just got to qualify good. Getting in the dash is the main part of having a good night, and you just got to be fast early in the night and then take part of the second night.
Well, I'll tell you what, always a pleasure calling races for you and having you here. And a heck of a show the past couple of nights. Parker Price Miller, ladies and gentlemen, you just kept coming, brother. The 80K's picking them off one by one. Next thing you know, you're up there battling for 3rd and 2nd. Heck of a run tonight back on the podium at the Roger Isles Memorial. Tell us all about this one, man.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Not really my style of track tonight or driving, but it was working. And, Bill, hats off to him. Perfect night for him. Can't say enough. I'm thrilled to be up on here on the podium with these guys. They're good runners, and it means a lot. The team here, Cab Construction, everybody that helps out on this thing, really, I wouldn't be here if it wouldn't be for them. They work their butts off all week.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got a great team. There's no doubt about that. And running just a limited amount of scheduled races this year, are you finding that an advantage back from the days when you used to try to run every single one? Do you come into these things fresher? Does this help out?
No, it's the opposite. It's like, being an athlete or being an Olympic swimmer and taking a few weeks off and then trying to do a triathlon. It doesn't work that well. It takes us a good half a night just to get the thing going in the right direction.
I'll tell you what, it went in the right direction tonight. You're on the podium. Mike, glad to have you back out here. Down near Victory Lane, one heck of a competitor and a heck of a show. Get on down there. There are so